Hello, everybody. This is Douglas Block. It's March 21st, 2018, and welcome to your weekly or bi weekly live chat. Well, yesterday was the first day of spring, March 20th. Also, my godson's birthday, Phineas, born on March 20th, 1980. I was there at 9:01 a.m. in Cottage Grove, Oregon. And so, spring equinox, the first degree of Aries, always a special time for me and, of course, for the world, because, you know, beginning of spring, the end of winter. What goes down must come up. Easter's coming up. What's all that about? Rebirth. What about Passover? Same idea, right? We got Never Ever. Hey, nice to see you. Are you getting out and meeting more people? I hope so. And we have N Star, Jokes, Jokes, Jokes. Okay, here from Big No No. Mike Eternal, does that mean Big No No? You found me on Big No No? Thomas Lutz, nice to see you. Living on number one. How, Mr. Block, are you? Good. It was 62 degrees and sunny on the first day of spring. My godson and I rode our bikes up and down Mount Tabor. But you know what? This reminds me of an article I saw in the Science Times on, yesterday. Same day, first day of spring, March 20th. It said that exercise can actually make you younger. Oh, yes. They took some cyclists in Norway, and they measured their various blood measurements after they had been cycling for a number of years. This is in their 60s, like I am, and 70s, and they found out that their immune system was more like that of a 30-year-old, and so is the development of their muscles. So if there ever was a fountain of youth, it's exercise, and I highly recommend that you guys, for mood and for health, get into some sort of regular exercise, even if it's fast walking. Hello, Mike Eternal, hello, Serenable, hello, all you guys, hello. So, jokes, jokes, jokes. All right, have we got a joke? I love turtlenecks, but I really wanted to wear my camouflage shirt today, but I couldn't find it. One down, three to go. I'm someone who's always been on the edge. I was born in the 60s. I always like to do things, before everyone else. But no matter how much I push the envelope, it remains stationary. All right, everybody, who invented the Knights of the Round Table? Well, it was circumference. LOL, okay. In America, we just had this big tax cut initiated by the Republicans, and because of that, there's a lot more money to go around for a lot of corporations. As a matter of fact, the private jet industry has just taken off. All right, that's four for today. You like the hot dog vendor one? Okay, so what did the guru say to the hot dog salesman? Make me one with everything. But when the hot dog salesman gave back his one with everything hot dog, the guru said, "Where's my change?" And the hot dog salesman said, "Don't you know change comes from within?" Okay, Anstar, are you happy now? Hey, Jeff DeLaw from Michigan. What about Julie Hayes? Where's she? Hey, Julie. It's the first day of spring, and still I rise. Douglas, you're an inspiration to me. Thank you for sharing your experience and knowledge. I love you, Julie. Last time you checked in, you were doing better. All right, Swiss Heart, you found it. I guess my directions. Hey, Swiss Heart, could you tell me, when you went to my website or my YouTube channel at noon, what came up to allow you to join? I got to tell other people about this. How did you trust the 1970 depression would end? Or did you know, Flex Yard? Do you have my book, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, my memoir? Send me your email address, and I will email you this the PDF of this of this copy, the ebook. Anyway, no, Flex Yard, I did not trust it was going to end. Like everybody else in the midst of a major depression, I was sure I was going to not make it. Matter of fact, I had a mantra that was going through my head. It said, madness or suicide, it's yours to decide. So I had two options. One is to be in a mental hospital the rest of my life, and the other was to kill myself. So no, it was eternal torture or putting an end to my life. Those were the only two options. Now, why did I live? Because other people around me believed in me what I couldn't believe for myself. That's why I started these depression support groups. That's why I started this mental health ministry. Because if it weren't for other people, I wouldn't be here. So I'm trying to, help you guys have faith in each other and come together in community like this live chat twice a week, so you can encourage each other, because it's never, never too late to heal. All right. Hello, I'm Greg. Wow, you're back again. Why don't you give out your email address? How many people do you have on your support group, your virtual support group? Hello, I'm Greg. I give out your email when you're not here. I hope that's okay. Do you have any advice for a 17-year-old who thinks that life has nothing, that life is too painful to keep living? This is Lebanon 1. I'm not quite sure where you're from. Well, Lebanon 1, that's what anybody can feel like, whether they're 17 or 57 when you're depressed. The answer is that's your brain playing a trick on you, especially when you're 17. My goodness, you've got 60, 70 years ahead of you. But you don't want to live in hell for those 60 or 70 years, so you have to get some treatment. You have to find people, a therapist, a psychiatrist, a support group, your parents, hopefully, friends, to help you hang in there. Well, there you have it. I thought I had silenced my iPhone, my Apple Watch. Well, I'll silence it now. Anyway, does that make sense? Living on one, you're the sense of it's too painful to keep going is coming from the depression, and it's a trick. And once you get over this, you'll see things very differently. Hey, hello, Smart Mate channel. Hello, my friend. Nice to see you. I love that channel. Do you really have a channel called the Smart Man channel? Hey, how's it going, Dollar Dirt? Nice to see you again. And Living on One, you should listen to Jordan Peterson's lecture on YouTube. Yes, I highly recommend Jordan Peterson. By the way, here's my Patreon account in case anybody wants to make a small monthly contribution so I can keep doing these videos. But yeah, Jordan Peterson is very interesting. How did you find out about him? And the F, he has like 5,800 patrons. I have 71, but maybe it'll be 72 by the end of this live chat. I feel every day like that. Like what? Like there's no hope? Smart Man channel? I hope not. Life is worth living. You clicked on live chat in red. What do you mean in red? Was there a red link, Swiss Heart, on my channel? So hello, I'm Greg. What have you been up to? How's your depression been? How's your mental health recovery going? How are your groups going? And Star, I'm glad you appreciated the the joke on the guru and the hot dog salesman. No problem. Flexyard, were you worried that depression would come back at any moment? No, once I was well, I didn't think about it. I knew it could come back, and it did in 2015, but I didn't perseverate on it. Okay, so Hello, Greg says there's 15 members in your group. That's awesome. Anyone who wants to join, get support at helloimgreg@gmail.com. So, Greg, at any given time, how many members are actually on, in the application Telegram? I know there's 18 members total, but how many are on there at any given time? So, Libanus says, and the FPU, don't know. I feel like I can relate more to Elliot Hulse. Is Elliot Hulse another person on the internet who's really cool? You know, I got to basically remember these things. Elliot Hulse. I need a pen. Darn it. Because you guys come up with really interesting things. I need to write them down. I'm not quite sure what I should do now. I think I'm going to have to go push everything away for a second and get a pen. Don't go anywhere. Just moving my computer back. Hang in there. Okay, here we are. I just want to make sure, that when you give me good ideas about, people who are resources, I want to find out about them. So this is Elliot Hulse. Okay, and tell me what about Elliot Hulse you like. And the F, well, what does he talk about and what's good about it? Okay, you'll check it out tonight. Very cool. Says NF. Good work, Greg Mengstar. Yes, very good for having 15 members of your online support group. Excellent. So, Flexer, did I answer your question? I just stumbled onto somebody. I think you were the one who sent me. Somebody in the live chat community sent me Jordan Peterson's channel. Maybe it was you. So, Flexer, what you do is when you've had a depressive episode and you know that it's recurring, you simply take it one day at a time, doing your recovery program, and know that whatever comes up, you'll be able to manage it. And so you don't get too far ahead of yourself. That's the whole point. Well, I'm Greg. That's a good question. I haven't really been present there too much. Well, go check it out, Greg. See who's on there. Of course, glad you created it. Tyler Durden, I think you told me about it, about Jordan Peterson. If you did, I appreciate it. Thank you. Pearly Banda, hello, nice to see you. How's your wedding coming along? Hello, Rasmus A. Hello, everybody. Hello, Douglas. I'm futzing with my lighting here. Don't worry about that. That's a bit lighter, isn't it? Yeah. I thought so. LOL. Of course, Tyler, I owe you a great debt. Thank you very much. Living on One says, Elliot Hulse has like this idea of becoming the strongest version of yourself, regards to physically and psychologically. He thinks that depression is here to make you stronger. Well, Frederick Nietzsche said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So there's a lot of a truth in that, I think. Swiss Heart, I'm in a DBT group learning mindfulness training your mind to pay attention to what you choose instead of your mind controlling you. Well, you know, that's fantastic, Swiss Heart. That's what it's all about. That's what recovery is about, is learning to train your mind and to control your mind, not have your mind control you. Never heard of Elliot Hulse. It was Lebanon. I think I remember Jordan Peterson to you, Douglas. Well, one of you guys did, so you all can take credit. But yeah, really good lectures, very charismatic, and he wrote a book called The 10 Rules of Life, which I should write a book like that because that's a catchy title, right? Although I do have Healing from Depression, 12 Weeks to a Better Mood, I'm telling you, you can get this on Amazon.com, or you can go order it from your local, online company overseas. But one of my group members actually finally bought the book after 2 years and said, "Wow, it's good." I said, "Yeah, what took you so long?" So, all right. So, what does Pearly Bondage say? I'm really depressed during my decor self to get my mind off of this depression. I just feel dead. No happens. Everything looks sad. I just want to stay home. Well, Pearly, you've got a wedding coming up, so you have to push through that and continue to work on your wedding preparations, even if you don't feel like it. Maybe once the stress of preparing for the wedding wears off, you'll feel less depressed, I hope. Fluctuate, I'm so worried I find it nearly impossible to not race the future. It's hard to trust that one day it will be better. Well, Flexyard, I will send you a free copy of a little monograph I wrote about how to stay in the present when your mind wanders into the future. So go to douglasblock@gmail.com and tell me you want my little paragraph about how to keep your mind in the present, and I will send it to you, okay? 12 rules of life. Okay, did I say 10? Well, 12 is even better. That's an archetypal number like the 12 signs of the zodiac. Hey, we're beginning Aries. Any Aries out there? So Flexyard, send me an email. Hello, I'm Greg. Hey, I had this weird thing happen when my jaw sort of spasms. I was unable to talk without fear of it happening again. So, do you know what that could be? I'm on Wellbutrin. I don't think that's a side effect of Wellbutrin. You can look it up. It could be completely random. If it keeps happening, go to someone who, I don't know, go to an orthopedist or a chiropractor, maybe a dentist who does TMJ. Just keep an eye on it. N to F. I think you would benefit from Elliot Hulse. I certainly have. All right. So let's get the resources out. What about Douglas Block? Oh, yes, you already are benefiting from him. That's right. What was the worst aspect of your depression? Mattman 1110 in 96, 97, it was the agitation, the moving back and forth, moving back, jumping up and down like this. I couldn't sit still like ants in your pants. That's called akathisia. I'll spell it out. Sometimes you get it when you take an antidepressant. You should really know about akathisia, man. It can be deadly. So I don't know if anyone has ever heard this besides me. akathisia. That's what I have is akathisia, an inner restlessness. People have actually, done very bad things to themselves when they've had this, and it's something that sometimes is a reaction to antidepressants or antipsychotics, and I had it, so that was the worst part. Daniel Pate, you're just listening. Have a sleep. Well, it's always nice to see you here. Daniel's going to take me to Joel Osteen when I come down to Houston to visit her, and she's got a lovely, lovely daughter named Annalise who told some jokes to me, but I can't remember them, so send them back to me. Daniel Pate. I tried everything, even driving is hard. I've lost all time. Does this ever go away? You're having a temporary relapse is what you're having, a dip. So I have a video coming out on Monday. Okay, what is today? Wednesday. So it's coming out on April 2nd. No, March 26th. Excuse me. 3 rules of what to do when you have a relapse or a dip. 1, don't panic. 2, dip into your recovery toolbox. And number 3, tell yourself this too shall pass. Anyway, I talk about 6 minutes on this. Mark your calendars for March 26th. I have a whole video coming up on what to do when you have a dip or a relapse. And remember, Pearl, you felt well before, you can feel well again. Rasmus say, my suicidal thoughts are taking a lot out of me. I postpone them because I have a reason to live at low energy, low mood, make me feel guilty if my life suffer. Any recommendations? Yeah, you need to get step up your treatment. See if you can do more exercise. See if you can make an appointment with your counselor or your doctor. Change your antidepressants. But above all, just keep plodding ahead. I have a video that says it's better to be depressed and walking around than lying in bed doing nothing. Suicidal thoughts and depression are very bad. Yeah, you better believe it, Mike Levitt. Gold Jacket Blue is a great YouTuber. Okay, well, I'm going to write that down. Gold Jacket Luke. By the way, we have our little live chat button down here. Google sends me their little monthly check tomorrow. Anything you donate today will be included in that. Much appreciated. Cade was doing that $1 or $2, but then he became a patron. So, Living on One at Douglas Block. Do you think you can fully recover from depression? Yes, Living on One. Well, that depends on what you mean by fully recover. You can get out of it and have long periods of time that you're not having major symptoms, but they never completely go away, but you can learn to manage them. So here's what I'm going to say to your question. You can learn to manage your symptoms of depression and lead a joyful life. Yes. No hope is the worst for me. You can put up with most stuff if you can hope. That's right. And F, what brings on suicidal thoughts is not the pain, but the lack of hope that it will ever get better. That is it. Hopelessness is a major trigger for that. And it's the most painful part of having a major depression. North Star says, I've been on, thank you, Pearlie Abonda, for your dollar contribution. Appreciate it. I've been on Seroquel for years, had a bad time to try to get off it, works well, helps me sleep, but adversely affects my weight. Of course, it makes you hungry. Yeah, overeating. That's one of the downsides of it. Did you actually get off the Seroquel, North Star? Rather try to manage and improve it rather than recover. And F, you've hit the nail on the head. By the way, are you from Ireland? A, how was St. Patrick's Day? And B, I heard a whole thing on Travel with Rick Steve that Ireland is booming. There's more tourists in Oregon than there are people. Ireland, than people who live there, and it's becoming quite. It's no longer a poor country with a lot of potato farmers. It's got high tech, and it's really, the economy's going well, and lots of people are visiting. Is that true? Is Ireland changing? According to what I just heard, it's changing for the better. At least you have a reason to live. That's great. Yes, you need a purpose. We all need 3 things. Okay, here they are. Something to do, someone to love, and something to look forward to. I'll say it again. We all need 3 things in life. Something to do, someone to love, and something to look forward to. So looking forward to stuff is really... Hey, David Starkweather from the great state of Connecticut. Always appreciate you. You haven't become a patron yet. Akathisia, what do you think I'm going through? Mike Lovett, I don't know if you're going through akathisia. You should let me know what your symptoms are, and also see a good psychiatrist who can tell you. Is this what you do for a living? Are you retired? I'll answer that question in a minute, but I want to see what Kate has to say. Mike, you came out of Lexapro too quickly. You'll feel worse now than you did before. That will take weeks and months before you start taking it. That's right. Mike Levitt came off of Lexapro. I think he went from 10 milligrams to 0. That's what triggered the akathisia or the anxiety, but it will go away. Okay, in answer to your, Tyler, I make part of living. I do the videos. I do the YouTube. I also have a coaching practice long distance, and I have support groups I run in my house, and I also do some tutoring, math tutoring. So I do a little bit of everything. It's not quite enough to make a living, but fortunately I do have some savings, and so I'm living off of those too. But I do need to keep working, and what I'm really hoping is my Patreon, supporters will help float the boat, so to speak. I do have 71 patrons right now. I'm trying to get to 100, so anybody who wants to join the community I'd be more than appreciative. But yeah, so I make I would say a three-quarters living, but it's really, better than just sitting around on my butt. I could never retire, by the way. I need to be involved. I need to be creative. I need to be helping people. That's just my nature. Um, do people actually improve from depression? Yes. They don't just settle for symptoms being mild. No, it's not like that's the sign yet. No, they improve, but symptoms do come back. That's just the way it is. But no, you can say, as one of my favorite client says, "Oh hell, I'm well." By the way, that's the shortest vision statement, 4 words. Oh hell, I'm well. Say that to yourself when you wake up. Back to 100 milligrams now, which is a relatively small dose. It is a small dose of Seroquel North Star. You're absolutely right. Uh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're back on the Seroquel. I don't have any of the three. And, oh, you don't have something to want, someone to do, and something to look forward to. Well, can you change that? Never ever. Are you able to find something in your life that brings you pleasure? Can you make a connection with someone, even if it's a distant relative or your therapist? It doesn't have to be like a partner. Marriage is quite challenging. So getting in a relationship will not solve your problems, believe me. But somebody out there. Why don't you go join the Greg's live? Um, his virtual support group. There's really cool people a member of that group. You can start to bond with them. So, Ellie Meiji, hi, I don't know who you are. Nice to see you. Rasmus say, yeah, it's great because I would have given up if I had no reason to live a long time ago. Why does depression make you afraid of the future? Well, that's anxiety, my friend. Being afraid of the future and worried, that's an anxiety symptom. Should I go back on Lexapro or just fight through the symptoms? Well, why did you go off the Lexapro? I mean, you need to talk to your prescriber. Your symptoms will go away, but if you feel you don't need it, if you have other things you're doing in your life that are helping you stay well, then you should stay on the Lexapro. I mean, you don't need it. But hey, Scott Power, yes, you keep reminding me where you're from. I think you're from the UK, are you not? By the way, have you gotten used to the fact that it's 7 hours difference between London and Portland? When does the UK go on daylight savings time? It must be soon. Forever Freak, yay, 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 Marissa. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a patron. Encourage other people. Thanks for being here, Marissa. Say your question. Douglas, you can invite Big No to a live chat so he can help with DR. You're right. Well, I talked about doing a live chat together with him, so thank you. We're scheduled to get together next week or so. So thank you. Keep reminding me, Pearly Bondi. You've got my email address. So yeah, we need to do a live chat together. I have 2 support group members, 2 clients who have depersonalization, derealization. I don't really know how to help them because I've never had that. I've had everything else, believe me. Ups, downs, lefts, rights, forwards, backwards, and manias and hypomanias, but never derealization. Who is your favorite YouTuber that talks about depression and mental health? Well, of course, Noah Thomas, Big No. He's amazing. I mean, most of you know this guy. He's been to hell and back just like I have. Also, a very popular mental health YouTuber is Katie Morton, a therapist, knows what she's talking about. You might have to reinstate a lower dose, says David Starkwood. That's right. You may want to go back on 5 milligrams for a while. Work this out with your prescriber. The most damning thought that comes with depression is that it will never get better. It's hypnotizing. Yes, that's why you have to. That's why I did a video called 4 Words That Will Save Your Life. Please watch that video. And here is the 4 words that will save your life. Right there. This too shall pass. Lexapro maybe nothing positive after 2 months, so maybe that's why you're going off it. Rasmus A. from Estonia, do you think I can help people who are depressed, suicidal, while I myself, suicidal, depressed, feel making sure that no one else suffers? Of course you can. We have, 10 members of my 2 support groups, and they help each other. Absolutely right. You can help somebody right now on this live chat. Of course you can. Noah Thomas, never heard of him? Oh, well, just go type in Big No. He's a local guy in Portland. He's not a celebrity, but look, I've got 9,000. By the way, I'm going to be to 10,000 subscribers by the end of April. We're going to have a big party. Noah's got 70,000. He's definitely out there. He's a major player on depression. So all you have to do is type his name in under YouTube. Type in Noah Thomas Depression. You'll find him. Yes, because you helped me with depression and GAD, but I need help about my DR. Yes. Okay. Well, Noah has done some stuff on DR, derealization, and you should go to his channel and listen. But I will definitely get him on. Keep me posted, Curly. Keep emailing me. Michael, thanks, guys. I'm employed with the DR, but not for a couple of weeks. Well, just hang in there, see how the symptoms are going. Even maybe 2.5 milligrams of Lexapro, not to get back on it, but to help yourself get off it. All right, Lebanon, I got to go to sleep. Thank you, Mr. Block. You really helped me tonight. Where are you? Mudala, you must be from the Near East or something. God bless. Well, God bless you, Lebanon. Why don't you just tell me where you're from? I'm curious. Sounds like a Middle Eastern name you just put. I think it would help to bring him on too. He seems to be having a hard time at the moment. All right, guys. That's the second request. We're going to make it happen. I'll go to his house or he'll go to my house. One of the two. Is Noah free from depression? No, nobody's. No, he has his dips. No, nobody is free of depression. End to end, put it well. You manage and you improve, but you don't get free in the sense of never again. No, I mean, I go through dips every day. Sometimes they're only 5 minutes or 2 minutes, but you're never quite free of it. But it doesn't matter. You don't have to be free of it to manage it and to live well. So yes, no, Noah is not free of depression. He'd be the first to tell you. North Star, Pearly Banna, I was in DPR for over a year straight. Well, how do you get out of it, North Star? Tell her. My God. DPDR is a defense mechanism. Learn how to calm your body, and after time, you can take while it will pass. I don't know, but I'm not sure if anyone would watch my videos. Well, start putting some stuff on the channel. You never know. If you have some good advice, people will find you. So one of my clients who's got depersonalization, I tell him to get a massage. You guys out there, don't you think getting back in your body, touch, he finds when he's exercises, works out the gym, it feels better, but some sort of touch, a body-centered psychotherapy, because I think derealization is like dissociation, is it not? Living on One, I currently live in Germany, but I have Lebanese roots. That's why you call yourself Living on One. Hey, hummus is my favorite food. Lebanon is a small country above Israel. We all know about Lebanon. There was a huge civil war going on there. Beirut, yes, it's been in the news quite a lot, especially in the past. Yeah, I have there's a great Lebanese restaurant in Portland I go to. But yeah, so it must be about, 9 hours later in Lebanon? Oh, you live in Germany, so it's 9 hours later, so it must be about 9:30 there. Everett, my daughter used to be the only reason to live, but she gave up on me. Oh my God. Well, never ever, you have me and you have the people here, and if you go on Noah's channel, you'll have him. And again, where do you live? I think you live in Utah, is that right? Go to NAMI.org, NAMI.org. There are support groups in your area. You can join a group of people you don't know and bond with them. Does anyone have any tips on how to get through SSRI withdrawal? I'm still on Ativan 3 times daily plus 100% of 100 milligrams of Seroquel to sleep. Well, the Ativan will calm you down, but SSRI withdrawal, I think you just have to wait it out. David Starkweather, my getting off the Ativan will be harder than getting off the SSRI. Well, you're right, but maybe you can do it really slowly. Nora Leonita, I used to really struggle with DPDR by practicing mindfulness skills, which you can look up. So did that help you? Did mindfulness, being in the present moment, help you? One of my clients who tried it, he just got back into his own head even more, and it made it worse. So different strokes for different folks. But yeah, I found an article about it. They said that taking Lamictal helps with derealization, depersonalization. I don't know why. Lamictal is a mood stabilizer. But go to a good doctor who's had experience with it. That's awesome, Dee. Well, I don't know what I said. That was awesome, but thank you. Cade, Mike, it feels like hell. Just keep going. You will improve. I am biased, though. I don't take medication anymore. I'm better off without it. All right. Forever Freak. I'm dipping these days, but I'm trying to declutter my room. That's good. If you do anything physical in car, that will help. Won't be easy. Yes, your environment is very, very important in terms of how your mood is. If your environment's a mess, your mood's going to be not as good. Okay, thank you, says Mike. Well, it's exactly 30 minutes past the hour. Another pitch for a live chat. Click on that little $ sign down there. And again, If you go to patreon.com, I know that Enda is a patron, and not David yet, but I'm working on him. FlexYard. It's fascinating that you didn't think you could write a book on depression. You must have had a laugh with that minister afterwards. Oh yeah, I did have a laugh. Mike, not Mike. What was his name? Damn, why is it slipping my mind? Oh my goodness, this is an Alzheimer's moment. Michael Moran, I was right. His name is Michael Moran. He was the minister who helped me out. Went down to Sacramento, started his own church. Now he's retired from that. But yes, he was the one who said, Doug, you will write a book, and this was the book. Started in 1997 in November, 2 months after I came out of depression. Wrote it in 98, published in 1999. And here's what it says on the front page. Because I had been given depression books. They were so technical, I couldn't even read a comic book when it was down. So it says right here, it's got the Phoenix bird. Well, I'll show you the back cover. It's even better. Here's the Phoenix. If you're on the edge of the abyss, don't jump. If you're going through hell, don't stop. Right? Nothing lasts forever. Set the intention to heal. Reach out for help, and you will find. Reach out for support. You will find help. That's my message. Anybody who picks up a copy of the book, just read the inside of the back cover, and that will give you the encouragement to keep on going. And once you keep on going, eventually things will get better. How do you manage to get things done when you're depressed? Oh, living on what I didn't. I got up, someone drove me to a swimming pool, then someone else drove me to my day treatment center. I sat around for 6 hours doing groups. I came back. I had a home health aide help me plant a guard. My wife came home, and then I went to sleep. Thank you, Mike, for your $2. I appreciate it. I really think you will get over this SSRI withdrawal. See you later, Nora. Nice for you to be here. DBT, schema therapy, and somatic experiencing came recommended for DPTR. I can't access them where I am in the UK, but US folks should be able to, money permitting, of course. Thank you, Scott Power. I did think that DBT, well, you can have, DBT must be in the UK. Come on, there's a worldwide therapy. It's got to be there. Somatic experiencing is a little bit less, more esoteric. The United States, for all its faults in the mental health system, has more alternative therapies than any place in the world. And there are some amazing practitioners and healers. You do have to pay for them, you're right, but some of them, like me, have sliding scales. So if you want to become mentally ill, just move to the U.S. A joke, of course. Hey, jokes. What have I got? What do they call a pig who does karate? Pork chop. How do dinosaurs pay their bills? Simple. Tyrannosaurus checks. Okay, one more from a 4-year-old. What did the incontinent means someone who can't control their bladder. What did the incontinent gardener do during springtime? He wet his plants. Okay, there you have it. 3 jokes. I must have been terrified. Oh, I wasn't so much terrified. I was hopeless. I was agitated, but not terrified, but just hopeless, and I was convinced I'd never get any better. It was horrible. A 9-month nightmare is what it was. I think if people have multiple diagnoses, they should group together. Otherwise, recovery is too confusing. I'm not quite what you mean by grouping them together, N to F. David Sargal, yeah, anything that increases the cognitive burden of the depressed just isn't going to work. It's got to be simple. CBT isn't going to work without a therapist to guide you. Absolutely right. So I got this book called Overcoming Depression that talked about all the brain chemistry and all the serotonin imbalances. It was highly technical. Hey, I just needed, a reason not to go outside and shoot myself. I didn't need to know about brain chemistry. So it has to be simple. All of my books are very simple. And my ebooks, print books, all of it. Act.eam, yes. Hi, Douglas, again. It's Allison. Yes. Tell me what ICOT-M is about. I found and joined your Patreon last night. Thanks for the work and the jokes. Yes, I know you did. I was going to send you a thank you note, but I'm saying thank you right now. Encourage all your friends to join. $2 a month is all you need to join. I know that's what you did. Maybe when your ship comes in, you can increase it to 10. 15, 20. I have someone giving me $100 a month. How's that for support? Anyway, thanks for the support, Akaim. I'm glad you, Akaim. Tell me what that name means. Never. Rasmus say, first of all, don't believe in tunnels. It's a good reason. All right, well, so my upcoming video. Well, I did a video on Monday that I know some of you have seen. It's about a woman named Anne, 35-year-old who suffers from alcoholism and depression. And the point being is the things that you do to heal yourself from depression, like exercise and meditation, can help with alcoholism. And of course, AA, which Anne attends, it's a spiritual program, right? What are the first 3 steps? You come to believe that your alcoholism is unmanageable or your life is unmanageable. You believe that a power greater than yourself exists and can help you. And step 3, you turn your will and your life over to the care of that higher power. AA, recovery from alcoholism, is based on spiritual principles, and the same is true with depression in many respects. So our brothers and sisters in chemical dependency are our brothers and sisters. Does anybody here on this live chat struggle both with depression and a chemical dependency like alcohol or weed or, God forbid, cocaine or meth? And if DPDR treated as OCD rather than something exclusive, I see. Well, it is a kind of OCD, isn't it? There's a very good medication. Oh, Eckhart Tolle, most welcome. I will increase it. I want your books. Yes, definitely increase it. Okay, and then I'd love to send you a copy of Going Through Hell Don't Stop. You won't be able to put it down. When I'm overwhelmed, I sometimes stay in bed all day. What else could I do? Well, you could get up and force yourself to eat, maybe take a walk around the block, something really simple. The new video is helpful for sure. Are you talking about the one in recovery from alcoholism? Scott, that's horrible. In the UK, you're given blanket CBT for much all mental health conditions. What? I might give DBT on account of having borderline personality disorder, but DPDR, they just sort of shrugging and saying, I don't know. CBT and SSRIs. Well, that is horrible. I agree with you, David Starkweather. Thank God we live in the United States. Daniel Perkins, what is the most important thing that has helped you with depression? And you're a new live chatter. The most important thing that has helped me with depression is connection with other people. My partner Joan, my godson Phineas, and goddaughter Amy, my friends. And what comes a close second is exercise, which I do every day, whether it's bike riding or going elliptical or using my rowing machine. Those are the 2 most important things by far. And also the vision statement. Every day I read my vision statement of healing, affirming that I am whole and well, and that I have an inner wholeness and wellness that is even greater than this depression. So using my vision statement, affirming the truth of my wholeness and wellness and my inner goodness. Are your books on Amazon? You bet your life, Nora. There's about 11 of my books on Amazon. Just go to Amazon and type in Douglas Block. You'll see Healing from Depression and When Going Through Hell Don't Stop. Also Words That Heal, I Am With You Always, Listen to Your Inner Voice, Positive Self-Talk for Children, etc., etc. Just type in my name. I'm all over the place. Mike Levitt. I've been an addict for 13 plus years. I have depression and anxiety. I went to rehab. Wow. Good for you. What was your drug of choice? And I'm glad the video with Anne helped you. It always seems depression is never going to end. This is why suicide becomes an option, but no one can know whether it's ever going to end or not. So a permanent decision based on a prediction. No. People can know whether it's going to end. It does end. There's only one, there's one law in the physical universe nobody can deny, and that's the law of impermanence. Everything in the physical universe arises, abides, and then dies. Nothing. Even the Portland Trailblazers had a 13-game winning streak. They lost last night to the Houston Rockets. That didn't last forever, right? Even the sun is going to burn out in a couple of billion years. No. Depression does end. Anxiety does end. Now, not all of it, but enough to make your life manageable and livable. Scott Bauer, I really recognize doing DBT. I have borderline personality disorder and CBT 3 times. Did nothing, but DBT changed my life. Yes, well, you know, Scott, you can order Marshall Lineham's book on DBT training on Amazon, and you can kind of do it yourself with your therapist. It's not the same as having a group and a therapist, but you can learn some of the skills without going to a formal program. I highly recommend you get her book, Scott. Send me an email, douglasblog@gmail.com, and I will definitely send you a link to Martz's book online. Does coffee count? No. Well, you can be dependent on coffee, absolutely yes. But it's not like a major addiction. Major addictions basically impair your life and your ability to function. I guess if you drank like 10 cups of coffee, you might have an anxiety attack, but I don't think it's really, you used to drink it 8 a.m. till I passed out for 20 years. Wow. I'm done with alcohol. Congratulations, never ever. Why don't you go to some AA meetings? You'll meet people there you'll bond with. That's amazing. If you're a recovering alcoholic, start going to AA. That's a tremendous way to meet people and to make friends. I'm in Ireland. Does any Irish here is going to show? End to end's Irish. I know that. Kevin McCord used to come on this live chat. He's Irish. It's more fun to go out than stay in bed, says drinking. Oh, you've never been here. Do you ever go to Portland Trailblazer games? Yes. I try to make it to one a year, but yesterday it cost $500 to get a decent seat because the Trailblazers are in hot contention for the playoffs. But yes, I've gone to got what are called nosebleed seats in the third floor, so to speak. But yes, I love going to see the Blazers. Some people are wealthy enough to actually have season tickets. Forever Free Coffee's an Innocent Addiction, says David Starkweather. Norma Liliana says Marshall Lennon has YouTube videos too. Oh, wow. And there are Facebooks. Well, did you hear that? Skills 1 in a week. Where are you, Scott Bauer? Listen to what Nora says. You can go on her Facebook page and you can learn it over the internet. Amazing. Akite M, I just sent you an email explaining the name for you. It's silly. It was kind of going for Alley Cat, just spelled oddly. Right. Allison, thank you. Beautiful name. Although I do feel better when I simply ease up on the coffee. Well, Smart Man Channel, cocaine is a bad habit to beat here in Ireland because everyone does it. What? On the weekend, I try my best for a year. Weekend usage, now I use it every 3 or 4 months. Well, that's better than every weekend. Hey, 1JE24, have you talked to your friend David Seaman? Nice to, hey, give us a pun, big guy, or little guy, or whatever you are. Give us a couple of your puns. Coffee helps me smooth anxiety at night for every week. How can you do that? It's a stimulant. Well, different medications work differently on different people. Cocaine is no good. Well, Sigmund Freud once thought that cocaine was the cure of depression until he found out what Isaac Newton used to say, what goes up must come down. Never says, I can't be around people, so A won't work. Not addicted anymore. Well, you need to go to a good therapist. And do you have social anxiety? Never ever. I know you can overcome this if you just set the intention to do so. If you do, there are people who can help you with it. Never ever. No, I can't be proud around people. Oh, Scott, that really sucks. But seriously, there are Facebook groups that do the same thing. Okay, Nora, thank you. People sharing resources. Smart Man Channel. My ex was a cocaine addicted who cheated on me several times. I almost wanted to kill myself after I found out. Now I take effects each day to get by. Well, I hope you're still not with that person if she's unfaithful to you. I mean, it's your call, of course, but of course, it's horribly traumatic to be betrayed. That's one of the worst things that can happen to a person. Razum say, Douglas, what are your experiences with medications? I became anti-psychiatry after suffering side effects. The strangest one being the highest amount of suicidal thoughts I've ever had. Well, Rasmus, medications don't work for you, but they work for some people. I take Wellbutrin and Lamictal, very low doses. I personally would rather use other things besides medications, but I know some people need them, especially bipolar people and people who are schizophrenic. So they're not all bad, and they do have some use. 1J24, some guy poured milk over me at the shop yesterday. How dare he? Oh my God. Wow. Should I use that? Then he threw cheese at me. He wasn't very mature. Didn't get that one. But the coffee night's comforting because it's a hot beverage, okay? I'm going to go ahead and copy that joke and then paste it later on to my joke things. And Dad says, I'm hooked on coffee, not giving it up either. By the way, you and Smart Man are both from Ireland. Cocaine's a problem, but not as bad as alcoholism. Why are people drinking? Oh, of course, Irish. My God, of course. Alcoholism's always been a problem in Ireland. All these Irish drinkers. Yeah, pubs, my God. But I thought Ireland was doing well now. You don't have to drown your sorrows in alcohol, right? Scott Bauer, last time I suggested other forms of therapy than CBT, I got discharged. I laugh now. It was pretty awful. I've done pretty well on my own thus far. You need a therapist to direct me? Well, if you can't get one, maybe you can find a low-cost one outside of the national health system. Forever Freak, I'm not sure, but I'm so immune. It does help me relax. That and melatonin. I don't take them both together, though. That would not be good. Well, here's from Ireland. I told you. Enda F is from Ireland. Why don't you guys exchange emails or numbers so you can text each other? Kevin McCourt is not here, and I know there's a couple of other people who are from Ireland. I don't know about 1J24, but at least one other person. Liz and Maria, hello Douglas, so nice to see you. Well, I don't know who you are, but it's nice to see you too. Here's from Ireland. I told you, Enda F is from Ireland. You have a strong Irish following. Yes, I do. But who's from Ireland? Speak up. Forever Freak. Marissa, are you from Ireland? I don't know, but there have been many people from Ireland on this channel before. Kate, a dwarf psychic escaped from jail. The police report says there's a small, medium at large. Oh, that's very good. Where'd you get that, Kate? Don't be sorry. That's horrible, but I love it. I'll definitely use it. Rasmus said, I'm looking for therapists to practice EMDR, but I have not found any here as of yet. Well, they're all over in the United States. Everybody move to the United States, get therapy, and then move back to your country. Cade, that was a bad joke, but I liked it. Sabonable, haven't heard from you before. How might you advise someone whose depression symptoms have lessened over the years, but are lingering to the extent that they feel totally stagnant in their personal social development? Well, I would go ahead and start to exercise more. I'd go try new things. I'd take a class. I'd try to meet new people. I'd try to shake up your life in a good way. And also find a good therapist. That's what I would recommend. I wonder what shampoo bald people use. The person who invented the windowsill. What a ledge. Okay. Mike Levitt, thanks for encouraging Doug and others. I hope I can get through this withdrawal. You can. Get some acupuncture, Mike Levitt. That will help you. Oh my God, why didn't I think of that before? Where do you live, Mike Levitt? There's something called community acupuncture around the country, $15 a pop. Look up community-based acupuncture, and you will find something near you if you're in America. Yeah, we have something called working class acupuncture in Portland. $15. And acupuncture can definitely help you recover from withdrawal symptoms. Type that in. Smart Channel, Rush. I'm not quite sure. You're from Donegal. Okay, that must be in Ireland. And Rush must be in Ireland. So there's two people. Oh, go have coffee together if you're nearby. Okay, we are 48 minutes. I'm going to stop at 55 to get ready for my my ride. So we have about 7 more minutes here. Scott Power, it's the DPDR thing that bothers me. Really sounds weird, but I miss the intensity of bipolar personality disorder. Oh, it can be addicting. I've always been an emotional wreck, but it's kind of who I am. No, it's not who you are. It's who you started as. Who you are is who you are in the present moment. It's who we choose to be. That's who you are. So that's part of your past, and you can find other ways to feel intense emotions. Try skydiving. Very nice. I know the yacht was a nice pub there. So you guys know where you live. Excellent. Nora Liliana, Scott, I know exactly what you mean. Being level, as they say, or in wise mind, in that space can be underwhelming. So Nora, why don't you and Scott exchange email addresses and start conversing about recovery from borderline personality disorder? And by the way, Scott, why don't you send me an email, douglasblog@gmail.com. Someone wants me to do a video on BPT, but I need people, real people who have gone through it. So let me know about that. By the way, I'm not using my microphone I'm using the microphone from my laptop. I'm assuming the sound is good, otherwise people would have complained. How do you know it? How do I know what? Smart channel, I'm not quite sure what the, how do I know the, how does she know the pub, I guess? You're talking to N to F. Fletcher, how did you know depression lifted? I didn't feel like jumping off a bridge. You just feel more hopeful? No, there are 9 symptoms of depression, right? Low energy, lack of pleasure, not eating, not sleeping, feeling fatigued, not able to concentrate. All those things lifted. I felt like my normal self. That's how I knew I was over the depression, or the episode at least. Any tips getting better that will help motivate? Yes, yes, yes. Forever Freak, find a friend or a coach to call you and say, Marissa, it's time to wake up, and just have them stay on the phone with you until you get out of bed. That's what I used to do during my 9-month depression. Every day a different person called. My brother would call me from New York. Okay, Doug, I'm staying on the phone. Now take one foot, put it on the floor, then take the other foot, put it on the floor, then take your blood pressure. Now get up, go right your blood pressure down, come back in bed. Now put on your pants or your tights so you can not be as cold, and then go ahead and sit down and start to write in your journal, and then go ahead and do your exercises. Yes, have someone on the phone with you to give you the impetus to overcome the inertia of staying in bed. Nora Sweetcakes at hotmail.com. I'd like to help. Thank you, Nora Sweetcakes. You're lovely. I'm going to send you an email, if you don't mind, and ask you to send me an email about what you know about BPD, because I need to do a video on it. And Scott, you had to turn up the volume? Okay, well, at least it worked. So Nora Sweetcakes, it's hotmail.com. I think you meant to say a T, not an R, but yeah. Scott, go ahead and email her. Start getting connected, you guys. I have a special alarm clock for a freak. If I don't get out of bed, a hand comes out and slaps me stupid. All right. Forever Freak should join a gym. They have a 9 a.m. class in it. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That'll get you out of bed to your class. Good idea. All right, 2 minutes left. My tush is hurting. I need to get up and walk around. Well, we still have 24 people, a steady audience for 1 hour. Not bad. Hotmail. Yes, we know you meant Hotmail. So yes, Nora, I will email you Scott's address for sure. So what do you think of that, Forever Freak? Have someone call you and join a class at 9 a.m. in the morning. 2 good ideas. Or have an alarm clock that is across the room that you have to get up and turn off. That's a third suggestion. You can turn off the alarm clock far away. That's exactly what I said. I was going to say, you read my mind. Amazing. No, I thought you might understand what I mean. I've always felt like people around me seem so formal and emotionless in comparison. Okay, so Scott, there's Nora's email address. Send her an email. Get connected. We need to support each other. That's how we get out of this these predicaments. So once again, the video I posted on Monday you should all look at is Anne's story about recovering from depression and alcoholism. And then the video I'm coming up, that's Bruce. Do you hear him? Oh my God, Bruce. Here he is, my power animal. Say hello to everybody, Bruce. A face only a mother could love. There we are. Smile, you're on candid camera. What do you think, guys? That laugh, that meow, oh my God. How's that for a meow? Akidem, Bruce, I thought of those alarm clocks. Yes, you haven't seen a Persian cat like that in a long time. You can also have 5 different alarm clocks and place in various places around the room, set at different times. Wow, David, that's brilliant. If that doesn't get you out of bed, nothing will. Anyway, Bruce is my therapy cat. I did a couple videos on him. Hey, you guys should join me on Instagram. I always post videos of Bruce on Instagram. He is cute. Someone said he's so ugly, he's cute. Allison. That kitty made my day. I just watched your Bruce video, says Anonymous. Well, there he is. You get to meet him in person. Yeah, send the Bruce videos around. I want Bruce to be an internet celebrity. I thought it would happen immediately. The guy's so unusual. I thought by now Bruce would go viral. Let's make Bruce viral. Let's make Bruce viral. Let's make Bruce viral, everybody. Come on. He needs to have more expensive cat food. Once makes me want a kitty even more. Well, cats are, are low maintenance, really. He sleeps, he eats, he goes in his litter box. Sometimes he goes outside, unlike dogs who need constant attention and walking, which is good because they're a treadmill with fur. Bruce is back again. He needs to be fed. It's 55 minutes and 58 seconds. I got to take care of, what's my Instagram name? Well, how do I find out? Is it on here? Nora? I swear my cat saved my life. Yes. Well, let me go in here. 44882. Hold on. I got to find Instagram. Okay, so, it's Douglas, DOUGLAS.blog. It looks like it is. That's what I have next to me. Yeah, I'll type it out here. I think this is my Instagram name, folks. DOUGLAS.BLOCH. There it is. Keep forgetting the time change one, clearly. Yes, you got to put it down. It's 7 hours difference. So essentially, it's at 7 p.m. your time. So just mark that. Go to your calendar. Go to your Apple Watch calendar. Go to your calendar on your desk and just put in 7 p.m. March 28th, live chat with DGB, Douglas George Block. You've got to create a series of Bruce videos, says David. Maybe a whole storyline for it to go viral. Your current videos have already been done. David, you should be my consultant. Thank you. You should link it in your YouTube front page for people so you can go viral. You mean link the Bruce videos, you're saying? I wonder how I would do that. Oh, never ever. It's been fun. I know you're isolated. I'm glad you're showing up here. See if you can find a therapist to help you overcome the social anxiety. I've sent you a new joke book and some lozenges. Haha, thank you. One clearly in the mail. You're from England. It takes a lot of money to send a joke overseas. Anyway, thank you, One Clearly. I'm glad we talked at the end. Remember, you can email me anytime, douglasblog@gmail.com. And finally, a final pitch. Do what Allison did. Go to www.patreon.com and type in my name, and you'll find me, and you can become a patron. A legend, yes, a legend in my own time. Thank you, 1G24. Thanks, Kate. I always like to see you on board. Kate's also a patron, so we got a lot of patrons over here. All right, so next live chat is on Sunday, March 25th. Birthday of my good friend John Merritt, and it is at 12 Portland time and 7 p.m. for all you people in the United Kingdom. Remember, you're not on daylight savings time yet, so it's a 7-hour difference in the UK. Remember that, guys. Set your alarm clock. I know I'm new, but thank you for existing. This is so uplifting. Well, that's why we do this twice a week. And remember, go to hello. I'm Greg @gmail.com. And once you join his group, you can have access to support 24/7. So do the best of both worlds. And I love you guys. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in mental health recovery. Please look at my last video on addiction recovery. Please look at my upcoming video on Monday about how I survived a depressive relapse, tips for getting through a dip or a relapse, and check out my other videos. If you really want to see, thank you, Sabotable, appreciate it. If you want to see the video where I really tell my story, it's the most popular video on my channel by far. It's called, you should type this in, it's 15 minutes. I was a lot thinner back then, by the way. But this is the title of the video. It's called Healing from Depression Naturally. Watch. This will tell you all about my 96, 97 episode right here. So there it is. Hey, we're 1 minute, 1 hour. We made the whole 1 hour this time. By the way, you guys can all stand in line and chat while I'm gone, and after we sign off, and keep supporting each other. Remember, together we can do what none of us can do alone. As I say in AA, we share our experience, our hope, and our strength, and above all, we share Bruce Block. See you guys later.